Now, you don't carry case go police station. Some of the tenants on a weekend though, if you no more pay last rent, just say you no want pay. My landlord and one of the tenants, they dey police station now. The landlord dog go give the tenant dog belle. Now the tenant say no go pay as they say they be law now. The landlord say for what? You must pay. Even the landlord, the tenant now they drag for brand price. Say, he never ask the landlord say the dog rape the dog.
If you get village, your situation won't have been like this.
During politics, my village now, our women leader na man. Una dey just for Abuja here. Worry where I come from. We dey suffer now. Imagine Abuja here, wish go come press you, go shout Holy Ghost fire. The wish go fly, go back. Come Bini. To Bini we dey carry fire extinguisher. So they would call fire service. They won't go press person. Bini which call press you like this. As a shout, Holy Ghost fire. Go hear the old woman. Osas, pour water. We press until he die today. Daddy, this joke when I want to talk. This joke no concern you. Daddy, you don't eat sacrifice before. Daddy, you miss sacrifice the sweet. Those days for worry. Oh Jesus, those days for worry. If you see sacrifice, to eat sacrifice, go hungry you. All those, you run about now, those T junction. Today you go see goat, yam, onions, red oil. You go know say you want eat pepper soup or you want eat porridge. I travel this Christmas. Daddy, I surprised I see sacrifice, shock. Sacrifice, I see slim tea. That means the gods are washing their weight. Nobody should deceive you. This is 2020. And also some of them don't forget on a New Year resolution.
All right, welcome back. Well, you've actually heard, you've seen that, quite funny. We have this same person in the studio talking about Funny Bruno. Yes, he's a comedian and he is right here in the studio with us. So good morning and welcome to Daybreak Extra.
Good morning.
We've actually been laughing since, really, really funny stuff right there. And, you don't actually need anyone to tell us that you're from Edo State. Because most of your jokes, your comedy actually centers around,
yes.
That particular state. So why is that? Let's start with that first.
Okay. Our lifestyle there is different from other states, the way we do our things. Actually, I'm mixed. My mom is from Edo, my dad is from Delta. Okay. So I'll be full.
Now, Bente boy, you
understand. So why most of my jokes around, I say most of my jokes about Edo is my area. I know how we do our things there. So sometimes we know we are one Nigeria, but the way we do things, different state is different from the way we do things in Benin is different from Lagos. Sometimes we hear some comedians talking, only this Lagos, this Lagos. Some of them, they promote their states. So we from the south side, sometimes we talk about our state. That's why most of the time when you hear us talk, we say, nah, joke. So we take it personal. There's one of my joke I did about Oshomole. So after some time, one of the PA called me, say, hey, I said that's not an insult, it's a joke. He said, oh God, they laugh since because some people didn't find it funny. I said, nah, joke, don't take it personal. The girl my joke when I say for Bini, even though you miss flight, you can still fly.
I will stick.
So it's my state. I love talking about my state, not just my state. Like as I'm planning for my UK tour now, so Beneath Bar call me. If you come here, you must do that your wish, Joko. I say no problem, I will do it. So it's my state, and I love talking about my state. And apart from that, I'm a creative comedian. I don't just talk about my state alone. I talk about things happening in Nigeria. You know, that's why this day when you attend our comedy shows, you hear a lot of comedians talking about what's happening, the politicians. In fact, our major focus now, most of our jokes are focused on politics now. What's happening in Nigeria, the reality. That's where most of our jokes are focused on that. We have gone past that era where comedian will come on stage. You get one man, you get one woman.
I was actually going to ask that. Like, do you script most of your comedy, or does it come to you when you're on stage?
Write some come naturally. Some there's what we call spontaneity. You have to be spontaneous. What you see around, probably when you're inside the venue, inside the hall, you see some kind of stuff, some things happening. You know, you can just make jokes with them. Or you're on stage, you see, you know, when you're on stage, you see far, and people are watching you. So just play around, things are happening outside the hall. But most time we write some of them. Like just come, sometimes I might just be walking on the road, something, I will just see something funny. I quickly write it on my jotter on my phone, so that I won't forget, because as breeze blow comes, so if you don't write it down, I say go come out, so you won't get it. That's most time. I used to go to all this bar, football center. That is where you hear people talk a lot. Someone will be talking something serious. They won't know it's a joke. But as a comedian, if I thought that the same thing go shock, is even the person go say, this thing when I talk, now this guy they talk like this. So that's what got some of our jokes. Like so that we watch the news, we read books. Like if I open my phone now, I check Daily Trust. This one has happened. We are borrowing $2 billion again. No, you know, I can just make a joke with it. Yeah, I also borrow. They borrow every day. We don't borrow for this country now. We not wake on one day. Yesterday, don't use Nigeria do collateral. Give another country. You know, just things. Things are happening in NPC. The one that's happening in Aso Rock. Oh, president don't travel. Okay, we are waiting for him to return. You know, just things are happening now, but most time when jokes comes like that, if you don't write them down, you forget about it. They don't come again. So sometimes some come naturally, some you have to crack your brains. There's sometimes at night. Most of the time, how I get my jokes is when I'm inside the restroom, when I'm having my bath. Sometimes when some of my friends came to me, I said, "Guy, now only where you dey bath. Why are you talking to yourself?" I said, "Guy, don't understand the reals." You understand? So that's how the things are. But some people, sometimes when you read books, you see a lot of things from the way you read the newspaper, you find a lot of things that you can do jokes with. So that's how it works.
So right now you just dispelled a myth that a lot of people have about some comedians. They actually believe you go into comedy because you couldn't cut it in other spheres. You're not smart enough. You're not academically sound. So right now, with just what you've said right now, you need to be smart to be a comedian.
Yeah, you need to be very smart. You need to be educated. It's not just being funny. It's more than being funny. You understand? That's why today you have a lot of comedians. They have their own company. They have a lot of things doing outside comedy. You understand? They have business. You see a lot of them have gone into music production, movie production. They're into a lot of things that will give them extra money. If you are not smart, you can't do all that. If you are not educated, you're not smart, you can't just focus on comedy. You understand? Comedy is not something that, especially in Africa, you can't compare a comedian in the States, in the USA, than comedian in Nigeria. Average comedians, we see what happened in the lockdown when there was no shows. That's when some people know our YouTube used to pay, or Facebook used to pay. So a lot of us went online, started doing comedy skits, using our phones, going online, you know, and making money. Monetize your Facebook, monetize your YouTube. At the end of the day, you make some money for yourself. But if you're not smart enough, you wouldn't know what's happening. Most comedians are graduates. It's not about, you know, some people believe, comedians are nuisance, they are tout, they are this, they talking here. that's a big lie.
Okay. So how?
The issue that is not what you studied in school. That's what you used to work. We know Nigeria now. You understand? I studied mass communication.
Oh.
So.
So you would have easily been, with us here in the studio. As an
I do
anchor.
that a lot. I've been on radio for years, for TV for years, but I mean, no one make any company staff me. Let me use pidgin. I don't like being staff. Our work. I travel anytime. Like this April, after my Nigeria show, I'm going for my UK tour. So if I'm a staff now, before the leaders go say we are giving you 2 weeks leave, the fit don't sack me before I come back.
All right. Now, how would you say the journey has actually been for you? From the beginning up until now.
It's been difficult, but it's just God. When we started going for audition, you go for different audition, comedy auditions and the rest. Sometimes they will discourage you. You don't have comedy in you, this or that. I remember one in 2011? I went for one, this is 2011, 2013. The one audition, it's in Nigeria Got Talent. K-Tenshaw then told me, you are funny, but you don't have body movement. I think you should quit comedy or something, do something, go into art. I said, if you want give me yes, give me yes. If you don't want give me yes, man, no say you don't give me yes. After some years, we met in AY Life in a hotel. I was on stage. AY brought me on stage. I was performing, and it was one of those table. I said, K-Tenshaw, how far do you see comedy in me now? So what I would say is is a decision. You don't have to give up. You have to keep pushing. People will discourage you. It gets that time when they start. You crowd you sometimes people not go laugh now. You call guys will think Habia no funny. Like you feel like giving up, but you have to be hungry will beat you. If you don't have any other jobs or any other thing that like I'm a professional tailor too. Okay. Then I used to do my ties to cover up.
So you have other skills.
Yeah.
Quite interesting.
Even as I am now, I'm still studying. I just started studying cyber security also, so you have to diversify your economy because we all know what's happening now. One job is not enough. You understand? Like one of my sisters that was praying that, oh God, my children must be doctor. My 2 sons must be doctor. Correlation to him, 2 of them are doctor now, but they are native doctor.
She didn't specify the kind of doctor. All right, so let's go back to your comment. You just talked about going on a UK tour. So do you change your act from the one you give here in Nigeria? Because Oyinbo comedy is different.
Yes.
So,
yes. Most time, if you watch comedy, now comedy have grown from the extent of just using pidgin English in all your jokes. You understand? So you have to mix it up. That's why from the audience, probably 85% of the audience, the Africans, Nigerians, Ghanaians. We've seen them a lot. We've traveled most time. Even the so-called Whiskey in the video, if you check the audience very well, you see few whites. The rest are Africans or black. Probably most Nigerians, Ghanaians, Kenya, they understand some of our pidgin English, but at the same time, we have to mix it up with some good English so that we can carry everybody along. So that's where it works. Sometimes says go even tell say, "Oga, talk like Nigerian man." Which one you call this big fool for? You understand? I think the only place we find it difficult sometimes in the US, even in the US. Some of the guys that have done tours in the US, Washington, Dallas. If you watch the show, you see, but some of them will just some will just go through, some will just crack all their jokes
in
pidgin. But at the end of the day, you see some of them laughing, so we don't understand. Some of them married to even some of the ladies there, the whites they marry. Some of them don't speak pidgin English. So probably anyway, I want to about show. It's people that will come for it that will come. You understand? Like you might have someone now, I will be doing Leicester, Manchester, London. So some people are already telling me in Leicester that where you come, this one, that one. Don't you do all those funnel, speak our normal English or our normal pidgin. I say, but not everybody will come there, they understand pidgin. They say, bros, leave that thing. Now they miss the pidgin for you. But at the same time, you don't just focus on one particular audience.
So in essence, you have to actually know the audience that you
Yes,
appeal to.
yes.
All right, we'll take a quick breather and we'll be
In life, you fit plan something, say, I want to be this. God have another plan for you. People are committing suicide. Some people are saying things are hard. Things are hard for what? Look at me. This is somebody that studied microbiology at the university. Today I'm using microphone. Micro day inside. Micro na micro abi. I'm telling you. When I dey for Abuja here, worry where I come from. We dey suffer now. Imagine Abuja here, wish go call press you go shout Holy Ghost fire. The wish go fly go back. Call Bini. So Bini which carry fire extinguisher. So they would call fire service. They won't go press person. Bini which call press you like this. As a shout, Holy Ghost fire. Go hear the old woman. Osas, pour water. We press until they die today.
So we're still on Daybreak Extra, and we have Fanny Bruno right here in the studio talking about all things comedy. So before we went on that break, we talked about how we actually need to cater for different audiences. But as somebody who has been in comedy for a while now, because you have been in comedy for a while,
Yeah.
yes, and there are lots of upcoming and aspiring comedians as well. Looking at them now, what will you tell them?
Some of them, I would say they should keep doing what they are doing. The world is expecting them. Like now, gone are those days when you have to go to Night of 1,000 Laughs or AY Live, Basketball Days and the rest before you have a big platform to perform. Now, with just your phone and your data, you can reach the world. Just make a video. If you're funny, you're funny. If you're not funny, you're not funny. These days, not all videos are even funny. People are just doing it to get more views on YouTube and Facebook. You know, once you have some few funny videos, some the rest might not even be funny anymore. But people will subscribe because you've done something that they like already. They already become your fans. So what I would say to them, if you want to focus on skit, focus on skit. If you want to focus on stand-up, focus on stand-up. Like, I'm just going into skit now because, let me say, it's the trend now. I know I can act, I know I'm funny, I'm creative, that's what I'm going to need. But if you know you're not creating enough to go into the comedy skit industry, don't focus on your stand-up comedy. That is where I see some of them, some of the skit maker, they don't, if you see them on stage, you say, I know this is not like that. Like my very good friend, Oga Sabinus, if you watch him on stage sometime, but this guy is very funny. Acting is different from stand-up. Stand-up now on the spot. You are not editing anything. It's what is coming from your mouth that will make people to laugh. So, as an upcoming comedian outside there, if you want to focus on the skit, focus on the skit. You want to focus on stand-up, focus on stand-up. But if you can still do the two, it's good for you. Because most of us, we are doing the two now. So, keep doing what you're doing. Don't wait for all those they beg people, bros, carry me along, bros, carry me along. Bro, use your data and your phone, your smartphone. Post anything where you do, post them online, you understand? But don't talk bad about people. Just do good comedy, good content that people will love. You must not insult people before you're funny. You understand?
All right, thank you so much, Fanny Bruno, for gracing us with your presence on Daybreak Extra today. We hope to have you and see more of you, on TV and online, very, very soon.
Before I go, and people probably don't know, I have my comedy show coming up in Abuja, at Sheraton Hotel. April 10th, we are 20. It's 22 days from now. So be 22 days from. Is it up to 22 days?
It's not.
It's not.
Today is 20th. Today is
19th.
So I have about.
Yeah, there's still a couple of days to go.
Okay, so April 10 here at the Sheraton Hotel. So please, Nigerians, come and support me. The tickets are very affordable. 5,000. I have 15,000. We have tables. I have table for 1,500,000, 200,000. So it depends on. Normally, say you supposed to buy table now.
The 5 million naira table. Now you go buy.
See your belly now. You get belly.
Where belly dey for here? You see belly for here?
You know, so for Abuja, once you just get belly, you be shaman.
This one a cloth now.
For Abuja, once you
just big pass my own.
For Abuja, once you just get belly, you be shaman.
All right, thank you so much, Funny Bruno. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be time for sports before we round up.
This is Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.